Hi guys, and happy Saturday. So this is another of the videos in the 3-part video release for Saturday, this Saturday. And we're calling it Strip Down Saturday or Stripping Saturday, whatever you want to call it. So what we're doing is we're trying to use up, I have these story containers. We're trying to use up some of the strips. So on this video, we're going to be concentrating on these strips, which are about my 1/2-inch strips. This happens when you're cutting down layers, so you get a lot of 1/2-inch strips. So I haven't planned this one out, so bear with me. Sorry. But we're going to be using a word assignment from Joyful Flurry. This is on page 19 of the July to December mini catalog. So we're going to be using one of these words and this die. It's a season of magic and wonder. We're going to be using that for our focal point. So let's see. It's this one. Yes. So it's this one and it's this die. So let's go ahead. We're going to stamp that. Let me grab one of my blocks. Grab one of these. I like having it, and see, it's hard to tell with these. I try to trim one side really close to the edge, so hopefully this is going to be somewhat straight. Get that on the line down there. All right, so hopefully it's going to be somewhat straight. I just have, this is, and it has some adhesive on the back. This is just a piece of basic white, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp this with Memento ink. I'm just going to kind of go in the middle. Yes, you're saying that's a waste of cardstock. Look at all that extra. But remember, I have that adhesive backing there, so it'll be all right because I'll put that in my adhesive scrap drawer. Yes, I know. It's terrible. I have little scraps. When I've used those adhesive sheets, I don't want to throw them away because you can use the adhesive. So, yes, I do have a little small acrylic drawer right over here where I keep the extras. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to center that. Make sure I don't cut off that G like I have before. Alright, that looks pretty good. Put this down. Hopefully it didn't move. And we're going to run it through. Close these quietly. I'm trying to remember now. Close those more quietly. All right, so there's that. And a little bit of the stitching around. Isn't that wonderful? Now this, look at that. I didn't even go into that. So I'm taking my little snips. I'm going to throw this part away. I'm going to put this part that has that adhesive sheet on it in my drawer at a later date. Well, I'm going to put it in my drawer now, but use it at a later date. Move that over there. All right, now remember, guys, stay with me because I haven't done this one. I'm going to put that on. Oh, it's right here. I was going to say, I'm going to put it on my magnetic plate, but I'll go ahead and put it right back in there now. All right. So now I'm going to make a first layer because I'm going to do white on white. I'm starting to like that a lot. People have used that for a while, but I haven't. I'm going to do it this time. So this is 4 inches. So then I'm going to make this 5 1/4. Just your first layer. That's all we're doing here. And I'm not going to pop anything up. I'm going to just go ahead and use, oh, here's my seal. I'm going to go ahead and just put this in the card. I think I want to do it the long ways. And I'm going to just put it white on white, not popped up. Hopefully pretty straight. And then what I'm going to do is take these strips. I'm going to start finding, I want to find one that's longer than that to begin with. Your first one you want to go on and off the card. And I'm going to do these in no particular order. Does that go on and off the card? Yeah, there'll be a little bit left. So it'll be all right, I think. Because these are all by widths. They're not by lengths. Oh, that one's much better. All right, let's start with this one. So we're going to go ahead and put this down always, always, always have your silicone map for this, because we're going to be doing a lot of adhesive, and with these strips it's very easy to run off the strip. So we're just going to go like this, but you know what, I am going to leave a little bit there because I want one to go off that way. Show you what I mean in a second. Okay, so now we want another really long one. Let me go through here and let's do this. And on this one, we are going to, I'm going to, because I don't like cutting a lot, let me just tuck it under like that. And then I'm going to put adhesive on the remainder of it. Should have put the adhesive on first. Here, let me do that again. Let's put the adhesive on about that length, it looks like. And I mean, the thing is, you could go ahead, and I'm just going like this, you could go ahead and trim them down. I'm just not, just so it goes a little faster. I'm bringing that right up to that. And then I'm going to take one here. And on this one I am going to have to bring out my snips. So I'm going to go like that. See, if you use a square one, it's not as bad. And so now here on this, because I'm going to be doing a lot of angles, but that's all right. And I'm just eyeballing it. So that looks good there. That, I just need a little corner off there. Oh, wrong way. All right. So guess what? I have another one. Probably should have put all these down before I did the tape, huh? Or use liquid glue. All right, the next layers I'm going to do liquid glue. I told you this might be a mess, people, because you know how I do things on the fly. Not well. There we go. I need to get it all the way to that end. A little bit of left there, not a big deal. All right, so let's go ahead. Yeah, I probably should have used a rectangle greeting because it would have made it a lot easier. But we're not doing bad here. Because if you can go over that, once you get through those, go over it, then you can just start trimming out. Did I get adhesive all the way up there? I didn't. And I think someone had said at one time, oh, but you could do your adhesive sheet and just have it, like that. But I find those adhesive sheets are so strong that I don't want to get too involved with them, because it seems like they don't give as much. At least the seal, you get a little bit of time where you possibly can go ahead and pull it up and stick it under, but not a lot. You know what? I'm not so worried about that, because if worst comes to worst, I can always take a super small strip and go like that. I need it to be just a little bit longer though. Here we go, like this. There we go. I want to know that I kind of messed that up a little bit. That's all right. Let's grab one of these. Your hands will get really full of adhesive too, just so you know. All right, now I think, except for those little angles there, I think now we're pretty good. I'm gonna run the risk of just putting it down here on the basic white sheet. I hope I said basic white earlier. I hope I didn't say, you know, the WW word. And for those of you who have been with Stampin' Up! For a while, you know what that WW word is. All right, and let's go ahead. Oh, that did tuck right under there. Look at that. So let's go ahead, get it on this. All right. Let's see, what other colors don't I have? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I like that. All right. So let's go ahead, put that down. Yeah, I think next card, because I'm going to go through all these scraps and get rid of all of them today if I can. I think next time, on my next one, I'm going to use the multi-purpose glue. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to put a little bit there. Yes, I know it's a little bit not going straight like that, but not a big deal. And then let's just do a real thin layer. I'm just going to do this here to here. So that goes there. Oh, that was good. All right. And then, and I know you're not going to believe that I'm saying this, but then all of these little pieces you cut off, you're going to throw away, people. This is now the time you can throw them away. All right. So let's go back here. And I buy a pair of scissors from the dollar store because I don't want to get my snips, you know, with a lot of adhesive on them. I mean, there's a lot of adhesive on the backs of these. So I get my dollar store scissors because I don't mind if they get gunk on them. And I'm going right along there. At one point I had an old Stampin' Up! Trimmer that I would use. But even then, I don't like doing it because even those old trimmers I like grabbing and using, like if I have a class, because you can't have 8 trimmers. Well, you could, but you shouldn't, but you could. And I cut into the white there. All right, we got it close enough, and look, see, part of that came off when I came down. So let me just go ahead and do this again real quick. Press that down because it's a very, very small strip, so it's going to be hard. See, it's going to be hard to keep it on there. Oh, I about did my snips. Did you see that? There we go. All right, so now that you have this, let me get all these strips. These are all getting thrown away because they have adhesive on them. They're cut up. Oh, maybe that one won't get thrown away because, you know, it's that metallic stuff. All right. Good enough. All right. Then I have a piece of 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to go ahead and score this at 5 1/2. take the bone folder, make sure that it's nice and tight there. Do I want to pop this up? I don't think I'm going to pop it up. Ooh, I had a little extra strip hang on from somewhere. I don't think I'm going to pop it up. So I'm just going to go ahead, put that seal on there. And there you are. Now guys, yes, I should have probably not have done an angled one. A square one's going to be much easier because you can start, go up, straight, 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 and build out from there. But the angles weren't that terribly bad. So there you are. So like I said, this is one of the 3 videos for Strip Down Saturday, because we're putting our strips down. Get it? All right, bad joke. You know there's dad jokes. That's probably a mom joke. All right, so there you are. Have a great day. Hope your Saturday's going good. And I hope you watched all 3 videos today in this series. Have a good one.